In the first half of the last century, Broadway in downtown Los Angeles was a magical place. Home to an unprecedented 12 major movie theaters, the Broadway district has the highest concentration of movie palaces in the world. Extravagant theaters with names like the Palace, the Orpheum, and the $1 Million played host to vaudeville acts and movie premieres in the golden age of Hollywood. Charlie Chaplin, Mary Pickford, Duke Ellington, Billie Holiday, and Lena Horne are just a few of the myriad of international stars who have appeared on stage and screen in downtown Los Angeles. From 1911 to 1931, millions of dollars were spent on grand cathedrals to vaudeville and the motion picture. Most of the theaters remained open for many decades, first serving as vaudeville houses, then silent movie houses, and finally as theaters for talkies. But in the last 20 years, the 36 square blocks have taken a turn. Today, the area once known for its grand theaters and fancy premieres is home to discount shops and fast food chains. The most lavish of the great movie palaces on Broadway was the last to be built. The Los Angeles, which sits at 612 Broadway, went up in 90 days in 1931 at a cost of more than $1 million. The first show was the premiere of Charlie Chaplin's City Lights, where onlookers in Depression bread lines across the street booed as stars arrived in lavish limousines. The interior is in a French Baroque style and features a 6-story main lobby with a 3-tiered fountain, crystal chandeliers, and ceiling murals. The Los Angeles was one of the most technically advanced theaters of its time, featuring an electronic indicator to monitor available seats and a periscope-like system of prisms that allowed the film to be seen in the downstairs crying room, ballroom, and restaurant. Although the Los Angeles now resides between a discount shoe store and a tiny swap meet, it remains one of the most well-preserved theaters on Broadway. The Los Angeles has been in and out of bankruptcy many times, but today is used exclusively as a location for shooting films. Many of the productions that shoot there restore the Los Angeles and have helped it remain as it was in 1931. From 1901 to 1926, 4 theaters served as home for the Orpheum vaudeville circuit in Los Angeles. Both the Palace and the Orpheum were later updated for film and remain on Broadway to this day. When the Orpheum Theater was built in 1926 for a then staggering $2 million, no expense was spared. The extravagance is reflected in extensive use of gold and copper trim, silk draperies, 2 12-foot crystal chandeliers, Italian marble, and hand-woven carpets. Judy Garland, then known as Frances Gumm, and Sammy Davis Jr., then part of the Will Maston Trio, were both discovered at the Orpheum. The Orpheum changed over to a Spanish-language theater in the late 70s, but has since closed its doors to the public. It is now undergoing restoration and will soon reopen as part of the Broadway Initiative. The Palace is the oldest remaining original Orpheum theater in the country. The exterior is styled after a Florentine early Renaissance palazzo with multicolored terracotta figures and 4 panels depicting the spirits of song, dance, music, and drama. The interior is distinctly French, with carved columns, extensive use of gold trim, and ceiling murals. The interior is well preserved because the theater has been closed for most of the last 50 years. Today, the Palace is owned by the same company that owns the Orpheum, and it is being adapted to accommodate live stage performances as well as films. The Los Angeles, the Palace, and the Orpheum are the 3 success stories of Broadway, although none of them are currently open. Other theaters have not fared so well over the years. The Roxy Theater is now a discount clothing and luggage store. The Arcade is an electronics store, although most of the theater is intact, currently used as storage space. The United Artists Theater and the State Theater are now churches. The Rialto and the Globe have both been gutted to make room for swap meets. In the past, the Broadway district has been the center of the entertainment universe, but today it is largely a discount shopping area. What does the future hold for downtown? The Broadway Initiative, conceived in 1999, lays the groundwork for a future Broadway, a Broadway that will maintain its special connection to the Latino communities of Los Angeles, while again becoming a lively entertainment center for downtown and surrounding areas. When the plan is fully implemented, Broadway will reemerge as a vital, central street for all of Los Angeles, giving new life to the city's most important architectural treasures, creating thousands of new job opportunities, and generating tens of millions in new private sector investment. These historic movie palaces may again become an important fixture in downtown Los Angeles.